You know, I watched the first episode of Daryl Dixon and of season three. That is, I watched the first two seasons. I did more reviews on the first season. Second season, I did one review and then I just moved on because I didn't really care anymore. And season three, I did one review, and now I believe the finale is over. And I want to show you all this real quick. This is from Wikipedia, so I mean, take it with a grain of salt. But uh, here we got what's it called? Uh oh, I just zoomed in. I just boomered. This is Wikipedia, so take it with a grain of salt. But this is all spoilers. I'm gonna admit to you, I haven't watched any episodes after the first episode, so I've been a really terrible YouTube reviewer. But not like they give me much incentive to keep coming back to this show. This is the viewer numbers right here in the United States. That is in the millions. So that's technically 251,000 people viewing in the United States. Now, of course, these numbers can be skewed, and these numbers can be, you know, it's not telling how many households, it's not telling how many individual people are watching where. It's just still a very low number. If you consider where The Walking Dead was, 10 years ago in its prime, The Walking Dead was in, the like triple digits. Like it was high up there. It was like 16 million viewers in the United States. That's not including worldwide, right? So the reason I brought that little nugget up was because I don't think anybody cares about this anymore. I don't think anybody cares about The Walking Dead. I think people have moved on, and myself included. I've come to this bitter reality that no matter how hard I clinch to The Walking Dead, the more I'm disappointed. And not that they did anything to me like, Star Wars did, where it was like, oh, we're calling the fans ists and phobes and we're challenging them. This is more just they underestimated the power of the fan base and they never really recovered. Because The Walking Dead goes out of their way to thank the fans in spite of the fact that they make shitty material that barely anybody watches. And I think the root of this problem, if you want to go back as far as 10 years, more like, well, more about 7 years. About 7 years is when the real rot started, which was, spoiler warning for those who want to get into The Walking Dead, Season 8 of The Walking Dead, the mid-season finale, Carl Grimes gets killed. A zombie bites Carl Grimes, and that was the downfall of the entire franchise. You could say it goes back further to Herschel, it goes back to Beth getting killed, it goes back to Glenn and Abraham getting killed by Negan. All those are valid points, right? But definitively, the numbers crumbled. They were cut in half, and the audience percentage rate decreased from 90, like they lost like 90% of their audience, okay, after this, is whenever Carl Grimes died. Because that killed the future of the franchise. Rick Grimes leaves the show after that, and nothing really recovers. Fear the Walking Dead had no point. There was 0 point to Fear the Walking Dead. Its final season was Game of Thrones Season 8 level bad. Probably worse, actually. Because it completely, it makes all the other seasons worse. It makes all the characters unlikable. It makes everything meaningless. It was a colossal waste of time. I was furious watching Fear the Walking Dead. Once I saw that finale, I was like, thanks. I know I just wasted my time. And at least with The Walking Dead, I didn't feel like there was, I didn't feel disappointed by the ending because I knew that there'd be a continuation. But the continuations have been sloppy. From Dead City, I saw season 1, thought it was eh. I didn't see season 2, I completely forgot that it was even out. Season 1 and 2 of Daryl Dixon, eh. Season 3, haven't even bothered to finish it. But you know what would have really actually saved this franchise? You know what would have actually, got me more invested and interested? And the thing that they absolutely needed to nail in order for fan interaction to come back to this franchise which was The Ones Who Live, the show about Rick Grimes and Michonne returning to the franchise. The long-awaited returns of two of the most popular characters that the show has ever seen coming together for their little romantic love story to fight off the big bad of the CRM. Now, I'm not going to go into a full-on spoiler detail review here because actually this might be my video telling you that eventually I will get into that, because that came out in, what was it, the spring of 2024, and I was in such denial of how disappointed I was that I never caught up to make a review for it. And I think sometime soon I will probably rewatch that whole series and go episode for episode, making reviews about each episode, and give you all my thoughts on it and show you exactly how and why this franchise is basically fucked. But The Walking Dead has not recovered from Carl Grimes' death, and they really needed The Ones Who Live to be the banger to bring everybody back, and it wasn't it. So as much as I love The Walking Dead, as much as I still have a inkling of passion for zombie media and The Walking Dead's franchise and its characters, I can't bring myself to engage with it like I used to. And that's kind of sad, because The Walking Dead's been around for a long time, and I've been one of the last people to cling on to this dying franchise. You know, I was hoping that Marvel Zombies would be good. I was hoping 28 years later would be better, and it's better than The Walking Dead is now, but it's not really much better than anything else going on. I hate to be this guy in October of 2025 talking about how The Walking Dead is like a bygone relic from a time that it's stuck in time. It's never coming back. It's another dead franchise. And so, pun intended. But I think that The Ones Who Live needed to be the show. It needed to be it. And I will make reviews on it eventually. I'll promise it. If it's not now, it's going to be in 20 years from now. But I'll do it because I still have something to say about this franchise, even if it's nothing. Even if Daryl Dixon's spinoff season 3 amounts to nothing. I'll get on here and tell y'all to your face, this show means nothing. I watched it so you don't have to, because I have the sunk cost. I have to see how these characters end up. And if they keep going for another 5 years with this dumb shit, I'm just going to walk away. Because that's where I'm at now. I can't keep doing this. I am so not interested. I don't care. I've got better things going on. But let me know what y'all think about The Walking Dead in the comments down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. What do y'all think about The Walking Dead? Did y'all used to be fans? Let me know what y'all think. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Don't smoke crack.